What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In our first news, Khabib just landed in the United States to join Islam's UFC 322 training camp. And as expected, he wasted no time turning the gym into his personal comedy stage. The moment he walked in, Khabib started roasting everyone's English, and the whole room erupted in laughter. It was classic Khabib, confident, funny, and sharp as ever. As the guys tried to defend themselves, Khabib didn't hold back. "My language, his English is zero," he joked, pointing across the mat. Someone quickly fired back saying, "His English is good," but Khabib doubled down, laughing. "His English is zero. Like your Russian language." The gym burst into more laughter. Another fighter chimed in, admitting, "My Russian is zero." Khabib smirked and replied, "I'm a real man, coach. That's why I know his English is zero. Your Russian is zero. Finish. No more." The back and forth continued as everyone joined in the fun. One fighter protested, saying, "That's not true. My Russian is zero. Yes, that's true, but whose fault is it? Why can't you teach me?" Khabib quickly shot back, "You have to learn by yourself." The fighter laughed, saying, "I do Duolingo. It doesn't work well." Khabib, shaking his head, replied, "No excuse." Ali, standing nearby, got pulled into the chaos when one of the fighters called him out. "Ali, what do you got to say about that? He doesn't teach me Russian!" Khabib laughed, asking, "Ali, you know Russian, by the way?" Ali hesitated and replied, Coach, you know what? They don't need Russian, man." Khabib grinned and fired back instantly. "His English is zero, too." Everyone burst out laughing again as the gym filled with energy and good vibes. It was a perfect reminder that even though Khabib has retired from fighting, his presence, leadership, and sense of humor continue to light up every room he walks into. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to help support the channel. Moving on to another news, Alex Pereira has officially kicked off his training camp, preparing for what could be one of the biggest super fights in UFC history, a potential showdown with Jon Jones. Fresh off his stunning knockout victory over Ankalaev, Pereira isn't wasting any time getting back to work. The light heavyweight champion was recently seen on the mats, sharpening his wrestling and grappling skills alongside former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland. However, things didn't exactly go as planned for the Brazilian powerhouse. In the training footage shared online, Sean Strickland seemed to have the upper hand, dominating several grappling exchanges. Pereira, known for his elite striking and knockout power, looked slightly uncomfortable in those close contact situations. Sean, being the gritty and relentless grappler that he is, took control of the pace, pushing Pereira to defend takedowns and scramble off his back. Despite struggling in some moments, Pereira stayed composed, showing his determination to evolve as a complete mixed martial artist. The session was intense, filled with laughter, sweat, and competitiveness, as both men exchanged positions and tested each other's limits. It's clear that Pereira is taking his wrestling seriously, knowing that if he faces Jon Jones, grappling will be a massive factor. While Sean Strickland's dominance in the training room grabbed attention, fans appreciated seeing Pereira's commitment to improving every aspect of his game. Whether he's striking or wrestling, Poatan is making sure he's ready for whatever comes next. Moving on to another news, fans are growing increasingly concerned for Alex Pereira after new footage surfaced of his grappling session with Sean Strickland. The clip quickly went viral, showing Pereira struggling in several exchanges, and fans wasted no time flooding social media with their reactions. Many believe that if Pereira faces Jon Jones in the future, the result might not go in his favor. One fan wrote, "Sean has underrated grappling. Pereira gets done bad by Jon Jones. Looks like he still needs to work on that more." Another commented, "Wow, Jon Jones would destroy Alex Pereira. I have no doubt in my mind after watching this." The criticism didn't stop there, as more fans joined the discussion, pointing out Pereira's takedown defense and ground game as major weaknesses. "Bro has no takedown defense. Imagine if he fought Jon," one user said. Some even brought up Khamzat, suggesting that he would run through both fighters with ease. "Man, Khamzat will steamroll both of them," another fan added. Despite the online backlash, others defended Pereira, reminding everyone that training footage doesn't always tell the full story. Still, the session sparked debate about whether Pereira's wrestling and grappling are developed enough to handle elite-level wrestlers like Jon Jones. As Pereira continues preparing for a possible super fight, the pressure from fans and critics keeps building. While his striking remains world-class, it's clear the spotlight is now on how fast he can close the gap in his grappling game. Moving on to another news, Sean O'Malley is back at it again, trolling the internet in his usual playful style. This time, he decided to take a shot at the ongoing eye poke controversy surrounding the UFC. With the Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane drama still making headlines, O'Malley shared a tongue-in-cheek video online where he jokingly demonstrated his so-called eye poke techniques. Fans couldn't help but laugh as he broke it down like a serious tutorial, keeping his trademark smirk throughout the clip. "Alright, guys," Sean started, looking straight into the camera. "I've been seeing a lot of people using this technique, and I just wanted to add to it." He raised his hands into position, explaining with a completely straight face, "A lot of people are using the front hand, whether you're orthodox or southpaw, to go for the eye poke. But I've been thinking, like, what if you jab into the body first, then come across with the cross? Boom! You get more force." He mimicked the motion in slow detail, pretending to teach a legitimate move, before adding, "Those front front eye pokes, you don't get that much power, but when you really get into it, you can do some serious damage. Boom! He threw a few mock strikes, each one exaggerated for comic effect, before laughing and warning his followers. So be careful using this. It's dangerous. The clip instantly went viral, drawing reactions from both fans and fighters. Some laughed at Sean's trolling humor, while others saw it as a subtle jab at the UFC's ongoing struggle with accidental eye pokes. Either way, O'Malley once again managed to keep himself in the spotlight, showing that his sense of humor is just as sharp as his striking. Moving on to another news, Gable Steveson made an explosive statement at DBX4 in Nashville, leaving the crowd stunned with a jaw-dropping 15-second demolition of his opponent, Billy Swanson. The Olympic gold medalist, best known for his wrestling dominance, showcased that he's got serious hands too. Despite the shift in rules from grappling to a striking-based format, Gable looked completely unfazed as he made his dirty boxing debut. From the moment the bell rang, Steveson charged forward with confidence, throwing a crisp jab that immediately found its target. Swanson stumbled backward, clearly caught off guard, and before he could recover, Gable unleashed a vicious uppercut that landed flush. The impact sent Swanson crashing to the canvas in dramatic fashion. Without hesitation, the Olympian pounced, delivering a series of powerful standing strikes as the referee, Dan Mergliotta, quickly stepped in to wave off the contest. Just like that, it was over in 15 seconds. Pure domination from start to finish. The crowd erupted as Gable celebrated his incredible debut, showing that his athletic abilities extend far beyond the wrestling mat. After the fight, Steveson grabbed the mic and sent a direct message to UFC matchmaker Mick Maynard, who happened to be in attendance that night. Gable smiled and said, "I think a special guest was here to come watch me, but I'm not sure where he is. His name is Mick Maynard with the UFC, and he's right there." The crowd cheered as he continued, "Mick, you've seen a little bit. I would love to show a lot more, and man, hopefully you believe in me. I appreciate you." With this dominant performance, Steveson proved that his transition to combat sports is no joke. His speed, power, and composure under pressure were on full display, and the MMA world took notice. If there were any doubts about his striking game before, they've been erased. The message was clear. Gable Steveson is ready for the next big step, and his future in fighting just got a lot more exciting. Moving on to another news, Mario Bautista recently opened up about his intense fight against Umar Nurmagomedov and the footlock attempt that nearly changed the outcome. Fans who watched the matchup remember that tense moment clearly. Bautista had Umar's foot locked in deep, twisting it in a position that looked painful enough to finish the fight. What shocked everyone was that Umar somehow managed to survive and escape without tapping. During his appearance on Tim Welch's show, Bautista broke down exactly what was going through his mind during that exchange. He admitted that while it might seem easy to make the right move in hindsight, it's a completely different story in real time. "It's easier said than done," he explained. "You've got to make these split-second decisions. Looking back, I almost wish I would have gone to 50-50, tried to come up and change the scramble a bit." Bautista described the situation in detail, recalling how close he was to finishing the submission. "Even with the toe hold, once I got him to roll through, I probably should have just let go and ended up on top," he said. "But it's hard, man. That moment was so tight." The host reacted in disbelief, pointing out how nasty the hold looked on camera. Bautista agreed, saying, "Yeah, I had that thing bent, dude. I was waiting for it to pop. I didn't think he was going to tap, so I was just hoping it would pop because that would have affected him for the rest of the fight." Despite the deep lock, Umar's composure and flexibility were incredible. Bautista revealed that even though he had the hold cranked hard, he never felt or heard anything snap. "It did not pop at all," he said. "I was bending it right to his butt, man. I thought for sure something would give, but he stayed calm and rolled out." That moment showed just how tough Umar really is, surviving a position that would have forced most fighters to tap instantly. For Bautista, it was both a frustrating and eye-opening experience. He realized how small decisions in a scramble can completely shift the fight's momentum. Still, he expressed respect for Umar's toughness and composure, admitting that he learned a lot from that moment. In the end, Bautista's detailed breakdown gave fans a deeper look into what it's like being in those razor-thin moments inside the cage, when a fight can swing either way with just one decision. Moving on to another news, Alex Pereira surprised fans once again by sharing a clip of himself sparring with none other than Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg. The video quickly spread across social media, showing the unlikely pair trading light shots and working on movement inside the cage. Pereira, calm and composed as always, kept things playful yet technical, giving Zuckerberg a taste of real combat while maintaining full control of the session. The clip featured the two moving around with focus and respect, as Pereira offered subtle guidance and encouragement. At one point, a voice in the background background could be heard calling out the remaining time. 15 seconds! Someone shouted, followed by 10 seconds! As the round came to an end. Pereira smiled, clearly impressed by Zuckerberg's effort and composure. Fans loved seeing this unexpected crossover between a UFC champion and one of the world's most recognizable tech figures. The energy in the gym was lighthearted, with both men enjoying the experience. For Pereira, it was another example of how his growing fame continues to bridge different worlds, from fighting legends to billionaires, proving his influence extends far beyond the Octagon. Moving on to another news, Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo have stirred up the MMA world with a bold take on their podcast, saying they truly believe Khabib would beat Alex Pereira if the two ever met at middleweight. During the latest episode of their pound-for-pound show, the former champions began by comparing resumes, debating who had the stronger UFC legacy, Khabib or Pereira. What started as a respectful discussion quickly turned into a fantasy matchup between the two, and both Usman and Cejudo agreed that Khabib's dominance and grappling would be too much for Pereira to handle. Usman started by saying, "What if they both meet at 185 pounds? Does Khabib win?" He continued, "This is a real question, bro, because I've seen what Khabib can do to light heavyweights and even heavyweights with his grappling. You put Alex Pereira and Khabib at 185 and they both make that weight, who wins tomorrow? Obviously Khabib." Usman leaned back and added, "I rest my case." His confidence left no doubt that he sees Khabib's wrestling and pressure style as unstoppable, even against a powerful striker like Pereira. Cejudo agreed but added some perspective to the discussion. He said that while he believes Khabib could dominate at 185, he still wouldn't rank Khabib ahead of himself in the all-time pound-for-pound conversation. Cejudo explained, "I respect Khabib's dominance, but he hasn't done enough. I've told this to Khabib personally. He's incredible, but he never captured titles in two different weight classes, and that's something I've achieved." He added, "If Khabib had gone up a couple of weight classes and done what he did at lightweight, then yeah, bro, you'd have to put him above me, especially with the way he wins. But since he didn't, I just can't put him in front of me." Still, Cejudo made it clear that his comments were about accomplishments, not ability. He continued, "Stylistically, man, Khabib is a monster. I don't want to fight that dude. I've said it before, his grappling, his pressure, his fight IQ, it's on another level. I believe he could absolutely win a title at 185 pounds, even though he's a 155er. The way he controls opponents, the way he neutralizes power strikers, he'd find a way to make it work." Usman nodded in agreement, emphasizing that Khabib's mentality and discipline are what separate him from the rest. "Bro, Khabib doesn't just win fights, he breaks people mentally," Usman said. "And that kind of pressure, even Alex Pereira wouldn't handle it for long. Once Khabib gets his hands on you, it's over." The clip quickly went viral across social media, sparking massive debate among fans. Many agreed with the champions, believing Khabib's grappling would overwhelm Pereira, while others argued that Pereira's size and striking power would be too much. Regardless of opinion, one thing is clear. When legends like Usman and Cejudo speak, the MMA world listens, and their confidence in Khabib only adds to his legendary aura. Moving on to another news, Ronda Rousey is once again making headlines, and this time it's for taking a direct shot at UFC commentator Joe Rogan. During a candid and often hilarious conversation with comedian Bert Kreischer, the former UFC bantamweight champion didn't hold back her opinions about Rogan's credibility when it comes to fighting expertise. The two sat down to discuss everything from her life after MMA to the ongoing rumors about a possible 2026 comeback to the Octagon. When Kreischer asked what it would take to get her back inside the cage, Ronda laughed and threw out a staggering number. $1 billion, she said, smiling confidently. Kreischer tried to joke around, suggesting lower amounts like 150 million or even 350 million. But Ronda stayed firm, repeating, $1 billion. The exchange quickly turned playful when Bert offered himself as her hypothetical opponent, saying, "All right, I'll fight you in my backyard for this house. How long do I get to train?" That's when the conversation took an unexpected turn. Bert mentioned that he had been talking to Joe Rogan earlier and asked, "How long do you think it would take me to train to beat Ronda?" Without hesitation, Ronda fired back, saying, "That'll never happen." Then, with a sharp tone, she added, "He wouldn't know. He's not an expert. He's a fan with an audience." The comment instantly caught everyone's attention. Kreischer, clearly caught off guard, asked if that's really how she felt, to which Ronda doubled down. She said, "He's never fought. He fought Taekwondo, right? That's not fighting." Her tone was dismissive as she brushed off Rogan's martial arts background. For context, Joe Rogan is a former Taekwondo champion who competed in over 100 matches, even winning multiple state titles, but Ronda didn't seem impressed by that. Her remarks sparked a mix of laughter and tension in the room. Kreischer awkwardly tried to move on, saying, "Well, I'm going to exit this conversation." Ronda laughed and responded, "Yeah, before you start getting bad DMs." The two laughed it off, but the jab was already out there, and fans immediately started reacting online. Many felt Ronda's comments were a harsh dig at one of the most respected voices in MMA commentary, while others agreed that Rogan's experience in Taekwondo doesn't compare to professional MMA. Still, the moment highlighted Ronda's fiery personality and her tendency to speak her mind, unfiltered and unapologetic. This wasn't the first time Ronda has called out members of the MMA MMA community. But taking aim at Joe Rogan, someone who has supported her throughout her career, definitely surprised many. Whether she meant it seriously or was just being playful, it's clear that Ronda Rousey still knows how to stir up attention and keep her name trending in the fight world, even years after stepping away from the Octagon. Moving on to another news, Jon Jones made headlines once again, but this time not for a fight inside the Octagon. During the Dirty Boxing Championship event, the co-owner himself, Jon Jones, was caught on camera, passionately asking Dana White to let him fight at the White House. It was one of those rare and unexpected moments, where Jones showed genuine excitement and emotion about competing. Again, with a big smile on his face, Jon looked toward Dana and said, "Can't wait to see you compete at the White House. Can't wait to see it." Then, almost immediately, he added, "I know. I really hope it happens. Dana, bro, please. I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And I would be so honored to represent our country and do what I do best." His tone was filled with passion, and the crowd could feel the sincerity in his words. It's been a while since fans have seen Jon this motivated and energized. After months of speculation about his next move, this public plea added even more fuel to the ongoing discussions about his return. Jones, who has often been at the center of both controversy and greatness, seems eager to step back into the spotlight and make history once again. The thought of Jon Jones competing at such an iconic location has stirred excitement across the MMA world. Whether or not Dana White makes it happen, one thing's clear: Jon is ready to fight, and he's more determined than ever.